Hello everyone, I am a much less tired PyroFalkon, and this is Evil Genius 2. Finally got some sleep, trying to get my hours restored for the morning for having to go back to a tax preparation agency in a few months. So let's get back to... few months? More like a few weeks. Let's get back to Evil Genius 2 and clear my throat from phlegm. So in the last... what? Oh, those were the Blue Saint guys. Yeah, I wondered when they'd get a little antsy. I'm sure this will be handled, although now we're going to get smashed soldiers. Anyway, in the last episode we got all of the loot. The primary objective has been complete, so we are in the end game. However, there are still some things left to do. We need to... where are the One of Us missions? The One of Us missions have disappeared. So we are in the middle of taking out the super agents. We were working on Blue Saint here. I believe he's got 2 missions left. He does, because this reward's only $200,000. So let's keep working on him. An uptick of sabotages across your Smash-based operations points to a single conclusion. The Blue Saint is back. Endure his attacks, then force a showdown to drive him off.
I have never had an opponent who fought me quite as hard as you have. That passion will make you a great hero.
I've clarified my stance on joining you. The answer is still never, along with over your dead body.
I thought you'd say that. And I realized after our last chat, I should be doing more to actually convince you.
What are you doing, Senor Saint?
I'm going to show you how much easier a good life is by making your wicked life impossible.
Okay, the Blue Saint has coordinated attacks against you all across the Smash region. If you don't stop him, yada yada yada. So we just need to kind of blast him in Smash. Good. I want to try to avoid having him attack us too hard. It doesn't... he's off the map right now. I guess I got here quick enough after his last attack that he hasn't respawned yet. We need a lot of mercenaries. This is going to do a little bit of damage to our military numbers, but that's what our instant training is for. Come on over here, Max. Let's get this show on the road. Yes, exactly. Time is money. Once again, the saboteurs are falling for my traps. They're too busy playing on the slot machines than getting inside the base. And as you can see in the top right corner, I have to kill them, apparently, in order to continue doing what I need to do. So I'm curious if they will actually leave, but probably not. Usually when Evil Genius 2 gives you the task to take someone down, you have to take someone down in order to advance. Here we go. I think this guy's about to hit Resolve 0. Yep. And he's still running around. Well, that's fine. Let's get the henches over here, and then we'll just take everybody out the hard way and make some bodies and some problems. Blue Saint made that more annoying than usual by using his super disguise to wander around the base for a hot minute, but we've kept track of him and took him down pretty easily.
I confess, my friend, my belief in you is wavering. You seem determined to fight the fight of the Rudo.
You're just noticing this now.
I have given you my best efforts and still you resist. And yet, I will not give up.
I really wish you would already.
As a luchador must fight by the rules, so must I live by mine. My code says to never give up. So, I must obey.
Alright. Well, I'm never going to give up either until I take the skin from your... I don't know where I was going with that. It's fine. The time has come for your title fight with the Blue Saint. Identify his weakness, draw him into a trap especially designed for him, and then kill him once and for all.
I can feel it in my bones, my friend. It's finally time for you to see the light and arise a hero.
I'm already a hero in my own mind, Blue Saint. We're all the heroes of our own stories.
Funny you should mention your bones. I have plans for them later. You won't enjoy it.
This is how I know you have good in you yet. True evil could not make me laugh.
Someday soon you're going to find out entirely too late that I wasn't joking.
The code of the luchador will guide me to victory. And then, my friend, I will guide you too!
Sure. Man, part of the reason why I keep playing out the cutscenes, for those who may wonder, and why I still do the tutorial for the new geniuses that I haven't touched yet, it's because I like hearing the voice acting and the deliveries of the different ways the evil geniuses do their lines. I should say the actors do their lines, but like, you know, with Red Ivan, it was very over the top, almost cartoonish, but that works for Red Ivan, who, as a character, has always been doofy and fun and just uncontrolled. It worked. Emma was very methodical, and here's our boy Max, who also is kind of deadpan. Polar was very sing-songy. Like, I know her voice acting was a bit divisive in the Evil Genius 2 community, because I actually don't know. I don't fully understand why she was so divisive, but a lot of people, at least in the Rebellion Discord, seem to take issue with the way her voice was, the whole sing-songy thing. I thought it was kind of endearing, but, I mean, that's just subjective opinion. That's just reasonable minds can disagree. So, that's not a big deal. But all I'm saying is that it was at least different. It was interesting and different compared to Emma's calculations and Max's deadpan and Red Ivan just chewing the scenery with every single line. So, I don't know. I like that. I like having a variety in the Evil Geniuses. And it's also kind of interesting that they were able to script the lines that way and give the voice actors that freedom to kind of deliver the lines however they wanted. Or it seems so anyway. I am curious, if I could sit down with the voice acting person in charge of Evil Genius 2, I would have some questions. Because I like voice acting. The idea of voice acting is an interesting industry to me. Anyway, once again, though, the gameplay planning is a little less interesting, where the way we take out Blue Saint is just knock him out with some gas. Ugh, boring. But we'll handle that, and probably when I come back, we will...
Task complete.
Okay, never mind. I was going to say we'll have him captured, but first we're apparently firing Midas at Northern Smash. So, hey, Max, could you come over here for a hot second? Where are the henches? Henches are still running around, because they were needed for a moment. Okay, that's everybody. Okay, Northern Smash. Alright, let's do this. Level 1, no reason to use more fuel than we need to. That's Central. Wow, that took me out of the screen. Oh, because I hit cancel instead of change region. Here we go. Northern Smash. Let's do it. Blue Saint has gotten awfully deep in the base because I wasn't paying attention to him.
An item has been destroyed.
What? Oh, I have to capture him. That's why it wasn't working. I'm hitting the button. Oh, you bitch, taking that out. I was like, I was just assuming me pressing the kill button was working. It wasn't even occurring to me it wasn't or why it wasn't. Okay, jeez. Here, go taunt him, Max. Come to think of it, wasn't there an achievement where I had to taunt the real John Steele as Emma to pop something or something? I don't remember. Alright. Oh god, all my capacitors are gone. Oh, this is what I get for being distracted and not paying attention to what I'm trying to do. Alright, there's those. Okay, let's see, I think that's it. We'll get that rebuilt. Alright, so Max, come over here. We're gonna bring you here, and then here, so you're sort of watching. And then...
The fires are almost under control.
Why are there still Blue Saint's Firebomb? Oh, I didn't realize... Has that always been a thing? I don't recall him ever putting items down like that. Seems like that's he could have done a lot more damage in my main room downstairs. Of course, then again, I sort of prevented him from putting anything up here due to the spacing. Remember that the way the game is programmed, whenever anyone plants anything, like whether it's Daniel planting his plants, or, well, this, or Blue Saint planting his bullshit, he has to leave a one-space tile. So, like, he can't put anything, say, here, because my air conditioners are in the way. So I may have put stuff a little too close for him to handle up there. Well, whatever. Either way, we've got him dealt with. His resolve should be 0 by now. It sure is. Come on over, buddy. Let's get you knocked out with gas. Let's get the piggy bank in shot, because that seems like it's part of Max's MO here. There we go. Finally, this opponent to your plans has been removed. One less obstacle for you to deal with.
You thought I could be saved, Blue Saint. How does it feel to know you fought and died for a lie?
Huh? I don't understand. You have a peerless mind. With it, you could save the whole world.
But I don't want to save the world. Not when I have much better things in store for it.
Lo siento. I fought my very hardest. But I see now that I failed you.
No, you failed yourself. I never needed saving, but the moment you went up against me, you did. Adios!
Blue Saint's so boring. Wonder why the one of us is... Oh, I bet you the one of us is gone because I have a full complement of henches. Because I'd probably have to execute someone before I could hire anybody. So I'm probably going to have to execute someone anyway, since I want to try to get all the male henches by the time we're done here. Well, whatever. We'll handle that in a second, because the next mission we want to do is to wipe out Symmetry. And that way, all super agents will be off the field. Symmetry, the super spy, has returned to cause trouble for your operation. Demonstrate to her that you're not a foe to be taken lightly.
I want an update on our efforts to locate the operative known as Symmetry.
We've been looking everywhere, boss. Asked every lowlife, but either they're too low or she's too high.
I suppose I shouldn't have expected otherwise. Very well. It appears we must force her to go by my schedule.
She's a ghost, boss. No one can hold her. How do you plan to do that?
Please. Symmetry is still human. She has human pressure points. If we press the right one, she'll come running.
Okay. Well, let's go. Press those pressure points. I'd like to press her pressure points. No. Hashtag not a pervert. I'm sure someone will believe me.
I want that minion dead.
A great rogue can admit when she's beaten. Too bad I'm better than great.
I don't think you understand what that means, Symmetry.
Fake treasure? You know how many enemies I have? They've all tried this plan before.
I do know how many enemies you have. I ended up killing most of them. And what's more, Symmetry, it did work.
Sure, this wasn't my best outing. Definitely could have gone better for me. I'll be off to lick my wounds a bit.
You should strongly consider staying in whatever hole you crawl into.
Not a chance. It's been too long since I've had a dance partner like you. You and me will tango again soon.
She's so happy there. I mean, she has no brain cells, but she's very happy. She's a little endearing. Alright, time to kill her. Symmetry is attacking your operation from all sides, intent on destroying you. Do your best to weather it as she tries to kill your empire by 1,000 cuts.
Hey, remember me?
Always.
How could I forget? Many are foolish enough to steal from me. Only one is brave enough to do it in that dress.
If jokes about my threads are The best you've got? You don't stand a chance against what's coming.
I love Max. He's too rich and too busy to deal with any of this shit.
And what reckoning should I expect from the world's boldest go-go dancer?
I'll put it this way. If you loosen the right screws, even the biggest machine will rattle itself apart.
Okay, just a few missions on the world stage, and it's time for mid-roll, lads. So once we're on the other side of that, why do we have... No, just execute these guys. Don't worry about it. Just execute the height. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to switch this to a kill zone. I don't know why I didn't do that in the first place. There we go. Alright.
Salaries paid.
That'll help out. Anyway, not that it's going to matter, because in 2 seconds we're going to wind up wiping out Symmetry regardless. Alright, anyway, we're going to oppose Symmetry on the world stage, and on the other side of these messages, that will be done. See you then.
Find and kill Symmetry now.
Your goons did pretty well this time.
And we're back. Defeated again, the super agent has let slip some valuable info.
You asked me once why I was against you, even though I steal things. You still curious about the why?
Why is it that you only want to have these little serious chats after I've handed you a humiliating defeat?
It's the same reason I wear the yin and yang. Same reason I use the name Symmetry. The world needs equalizers. You scheme your way to the top of things like you're untouchable. And that's where I come in. Balance. I've never so much as lost my footing. You built yourself up this high. How far am I about to make you fall?
We're about to find out. The time has come for you to permanently deal with the elusive super spy known as Symmetry. Your previous encounters with her have shown you her weakness. Now exploit it and defeat her.
Symmetry has vexed me for long enough. It's time for us to do something about her.
Every time we face her, she's always been a step ahead. Hard to fight an enemy like that, boss.
If you can no longer do your job, I could always give you a new one. How does Chief Shark Appetizer sound?
Max is obsessed with feeding people to sharks.
What did you have in mind for Symmetry?
Good call.
The key is balance. It drives everything she does. I will exploit that fascination and use it to end her.
Alright, and the first way we do that is to apparently swipe some anvil artifacts on the world stage. Where is that mission? There it is. And I have to increase the level to 4 before I do that. This is going to take a hot minute. Symmetry has been captured, and now her end is just slipping and falling on her butt. Because she's out of balance now, so therefore she's defeated. It is possibly the dumbest one of the list. But anyway, at least she's off the map now.
So, Symmetry, now that you're in my clutches, do things feel balanced to you yet?
Come on now. You can't kill me. We've got a fun thing going here. There's give and take. Mostly, I take.
That's where you've been mistaken. Our repartee has been nothing to me except a precursor to your death.
Now, hang on a second here. This is just a game. I steal, you chase. That's the balance. You need me.
A pity. Now, in your last moments, you'll see I was never pursuing balance.
So lame. Alright, so with that finished, we still do have some super agent, some henchmen, crime lord, whatever missions left. I believe because I can still execute any crime lord that I've got, maybe? So what I'm going to do is we're going to start with my favorite crime lord in Evil Genius 2, Fugu Furukawa, and we're going to go through her missions and see if I can execute her. We'll just take all the ladies out first, and then we'll keep working on the missions to get the guys involved to bring them in. Death Mote. Prominent targets the world over are suddenly falling ill, and then dead. And for once, you're not responsible. Investigate this rash of deaths before it affects your plans.
Have you seen the report? That meddling journalist Padma Banerjee is dead, and authorities are baffled as to how.
Sure did, boss. Nice one. Finally taking her out.
That's the thing. I didn't. She's the 8th target to turn up dead that I didn't touch.
Doesn't that still come out as a win for you, though?
Not if this assassin decides to target me someday. Get out there. Find out who's killing them and how.
Alright. So... it's nice to have the super agents off the field. This is going to be kind of a lot of work to get all this done. But at least I don't have to dance with the agents anymore, you know? It's like, to get these missions done, I don't have to keep entering and... Oh gosh, we're out of scientists? Holy crap. I don't have to keep entering and exiting the friggin' screen. I can just concentrate on running the missions as I need to. No more Symmetry also means no more worrying about idiots teleporting into my base. So this is pretty much just going to be a training montage for me while I try to get all these missions done. Lock down hammer regions on the world stage. Alright, I'm going to do that in just a hot second. So I realize with all this money, and especially given that there aren't very many enemies left who can stop us, it's time for me to expand my power grid a little bit so I can start running... Let's see, how... 4? 1, 2, 3, 4. So I don't have to ever shut off my device, my, research devices, there we go, anymore. Just for the sake of convenience. Okay. What am I doing? Oh, locking down regions. Oh gosh, that's gonna piss off Hammer something fierce. Well, that's okay. Let's get this going. So I guess we attacked some of Fugu Furukawa's bodyguards and then found out where she's based over in Japan. There wasn't really much of a storyline there, but now I think we're going to confront her.
You should be proud. None have ever succeeded in tracing these deaths back to a humble sushi chef like me.
Love her, and her plushies are the best.
I gather that you are the owner of this restaurant, Fugu Furukawa.
Indeed. My restaurant empire lets me put poison in the veins of any VIP in the world. None are safe from me.
Well, now that I know who you are, one could argue that you're not safe from me.
I'll let you think that for now. But until we meet again, be careful what you eat. Johnny?
Yeah, bye. Hail to the chef. Fugu Furukawa is keen to avenge her earlier defeat against you. She's returned to the world stage to challenge you for dominance of the underworld.
Oh, if it isn't my worthy adversary. I hope you've been eating well since our last encounter.
I've kept busy. Strangely, for all your talk of being the head of an empire, I haven't seen you out there.
I prosper beneath notice. Or do you not remember how many bodies I dropped before you finally found me?
Be that as it may, I have business in this territory. Stay clear of me, or you'll certainly attract my notice.
Your operation has already swallowed my poison. All you can do now is wait for the end.
Yeah, well, we're going to be a little bit more proactive than that, because we are going to stop some poison attempts on the world stage. At least once I find them. They're kind of all over the place. That's weird. This is giving the red exclamation mark alert, but there's no time limit on it, so it's not as urgent as that red exclamation mark is making me think it is. It's weird that I'm having to send some scientists out to stop that stuff, but whatever.
My. You certainly are clever, neutralizing all my poison like that.
If you had the courage to face me directly, this would be long over by now.
All the more reason to do things my way. You'll never find me. Furukawa Sushi House is a global institution, and I could be at any one of them, slicing the sashimi that will take you from this world.
Fine. If my quarry insists on going to ground, then I'll leave it no ground to go to.
Shut down Fugu Furukawa's restaurants on the world stage. I have to say, the real problem with doing this mission, as it always is with anything relating to sushi, is it makes me very much want sushi. As no, don't kill anyone, Max. So as I'm recording this, it's 10 o'clock in the evening. There is a sushi place I really like eating at here in Xenia. However, not only are they a little pricey, but they are not open this late, which is definitely my problem. But I might need to get some dinner by the time I'm done with this recording session. Chef Fugu Furukawa is furious at you for taking her family's restaurants from her. She's making an attack on your lair. Either capture or recruit her, or kill her once and for all. Capture her and recruit. So, I didn't realize we were already up to the kill mission, but if this is where we can end her early, then that's great, since that is the objective. We will eliminate all female henches and recruit all male henches. Why? I don't know, just arbitrary. The opposite of what I did with Emma. Ah, and here they come now. Hello, Fugu Furukawa. I like you, and usually I go out of my way to recruit you, but not this time. Alright, we need all henches to the casino, please. And now things are about to pop off, because we're going to have one fight, and that's going to turn into a bunch of fights. Do we get a special... Oh no, I guess I already made my choice. No special voice line for Fugu Furukawa. Oh well, let's beat the crap out of her anyway.
My ancestors would have seen shame in my defeat. But I'm a modern woman. You've earned my loyalty.
Oh, that's nice. Always good to have the loyalty of a dead woman.
Don't like that. I don't like that at all, Max. It's a little creepy.
What? You're just going to kill me? But I could do so much for you.
You already did too much to me. Someone of my stature just can't abide by that. I'm sure you understand. I took the liberty of preparing your last meal for you. Nigiri from your own shop. Open wide.
Wait!
Well, that's that.
Don't cut me out.
Too bad, you're done. Alright, so we are out of time for this episode, but in the next one we will continue wiping everybody out. Oh, Full Metal Jackie, I'm sorry to do this to you, but I guess you'll be next. Thank you all very much for watching. I will see you again tomorrow for another episode.